Christmas every day.
Breaking now on the Mike Gallagher Show.
Well, I just saw a clip that I'm going to share with you that happened moments ago in the Oval Office. You know, I've been in the Oval Office 5 times in my life, which is it's an incredible experience. I've never seen a fire roaring like that in the Oval Office fireplace. I was a little worried. I hope President Trump doesn't get too close to the fireplace because that fire is roaring. And you got to hear the welcome that Joe Biden just gave Donald Trump, which has to, first of all, he looks like he's 20 years younger. Biden looks great, beaming and smiling and shaking Trump's hand and welcoming him back to the White House.
Well, Mr. President-elect and former President, thank you, Donald, congratulations. Thank you. And looking forward to having like we said, smooth transition. Do everything we can to make sure you're accommodated, what you need. And we're going to get a chance to talk about some of that today. So
good.
Welcome
Thank you
back.
very much. And thank you very much. And politics is tough, and it's in many cases not a very nice world, but it is a nice world today, and I appreciate it very much. And a transition that's so smooth, it'll be as smooth as it can get, and I very much appreciate that, Joe.
You're welcome.
Wow. And you know, that's got to be so confusing to all the Trump haters who insisted he was a fascist and Hitler. Joe Biden wouldn't be warmly welcoming Donald Trump to the White House if he was Hitler. So obviously they didn't mean it. They didn't believe it. Text message from Georgia. Mike, the word is elation. I have never felt such joy since the day I became a voter. Connecticut, I bought 2 more My Pillows yesterday. Well, and a word about My Pillow and Mike Lindell here in just a moment. And David from New York City, during election night, I searched for a broadcast that I found appealing. What a nightmare, until I found you and Larry Elder. What a team. You both did a fabulous job. With sincere respect and admiration, David. Thank you, David, very much for your kind words, and welcome to the family. Here's Dominic in Clearwater, Florida. Hi, Dominic. How are you?
Good day, sir. Good day.
Good day.
I want to thank you so much. If you only know what you did for me and my village during the COVID.
Really?
I listened to you. Yes, sir. Let me tell you. Yeah, you went through things with yourself. Remember that your son was sick. Remember the time you were going through mourning? I want to thank you for listening spirit like me every day.
Wow.
I listened to you because there were times that you think, wow, did I come from Nigeria out of the Civil War, Nigerian Biafran War? I saw with my eye my father, my grandfather, my uncle cry because the soldier picked up my auntie, they threw her in the back of the truck, raped her, brought her home, and they all cried. I was seeing America going to that direction.
Yes.
I can't believe it.
Yes.
So I pick up the phone, I call my village. My father was 90 years old and 91 years old. I said that when they come to offer you anything for that COVID, that don't take you.
Wow.
Tell the villagers.
Wow. Well, you made my day, Dominic. Thank you, sir. And I'm glad that you called, and I'm glad you got through. And I appreciate your support and your kind words. And we're thinking about the people in your village in Nigeria. Thank you, Dominic. I appreciate you very, very much. Lot coming up, including a word about Mike Lindell, My Pillow. Look, a lot of things are going to be turned around. All the legal charges are being thrown out the window against Trump, those bogus, goofy, trumped-up charges that were politically motivated. A lot of people are nervous right now on K Street. A lot of people, Foggy Bottom, they are worried. And they should be. Stick around, more coming up.
Breaking now on the Mike Gallagher Show.
Moments ago, President Trump addressed House leadership on Capitol Hill. Here's what he had to say.
Well, thank you very much. This is a very nice gathering. Isn't it nice to win? It's nice to win. It's always nice to win. A lot of good friends in this room. So you know we had like historic kind of numbers, especially for the president, but we won't get into that. But the House did very well, and I think we're responsible for 31, helping you with 31, meaning we could have lost by quite a bit, and we ended up, I guess you'll be 5 up. Are you looking at 5 or 4? 5 or 4, right? Doesn't matter. We get used to one for a little while. When you can get used to one, you can get used to anything. So I just want to thank everybody. You've been incredible. We worked with a lot of you to get you in, and you helped me, and you helped me too. And my numbers were, so they say, the 129 years, the most important election in 129 years. That's pretty good. I said, who is the 129 years? What was that, Doc Ronnie? Who was 129 years ago? I'd never looked because it started at being 100, and then they upped it to that, but it's a great compliment. We won the majority by 7.1 million. We won, which is great because Republicans aren't supposed to be winning the majority, Marjorie. You know that, right? And we won that, and we won it every way, all 7 swing states by a lot. And then Michigan was great, couldn't be better, I'll tell you. Michigan was great, and we had a couple of people, almost New Jersey is right, just a few points. It's got them very worried because they say, well, next time if we go up even a fraction of what we went up, you're going to win New York, you're going to win New Jersey, you're going to win places that weren't winnable. California, too.
Trump also, Biden, incidentally, just spoke moments ago. I'm going to make an executive decision, and I'm going to assume you don't want to hear from him. I'm going to pull a Melania. Melania, turned down a meeting with Dr. Jill Biden. They're supposed to have a ceremonial cup of tea. And Melania said, no thanks. The New York Post reported that Melania's position is her husband, Jill Biden's husband, sent FBI agents to our home to raid my underwear drawer. I don't need to sit down and be told how to be a first lady by Jill Biden. Good for her. Good for her. You don't need to hear from Dr. Jill. And I don't think you need to hear from Joe Biden with his perfunctory remarks. So I'm not carrying his remarks. And let's find out how that Senate vote goes as well. But first, to some phone calls. And I also want to share with you a great story out of Detroit. A woman who was fired after decades on the job for refusing the COVID vaccine. We're never going to go back to that again. And this case out of Detroit is a beacon of, I think, things to come. First, though, to Kirk in Duncan, South Carolina. I just got back from a couple of day visit to South Carolina where I celebrated with Peg and Joey the big election victory last week. Hey, Kirk, welcome to the Mike Gallagher Show.
Hey, Mike, I've been listening to you for a while. First time calling, so I'm a little nervous.
Oh, don't be nervous. I'm glad you joined us. Thanks for calling.
I usually don't do this, but I'm just going to echo in on what you said earlier about let's play Christmas music. Usually I'm the guy that waits to say, let's get through Halloween. Let's get through Thanksgiving. Then we get to Christmas. But we have so much to be thankful for.
I know.
And not to be hateful to the haters, because there's more of them than there are anybody else. But that nonetheless, as Tara said this morning, I'm just going to echo the fact that we just need to pray for their safety.
Amen.
So they make it to the inauguration.
You're right. We need to pray. We got to pray without ceasing. We got to pray for his safety. We got to pray for our country. We got to pray for our political enemies. We got to pray for everybody and stay in a prayerful mood. I will tell you this, though. The only thing I'd respectfully disagree with you about, you say that there's there's so many haters. There just really aren't. They're just loud. They're loud. And
that's true.
And have you noticed they kind of seem to be dwindling? I mean, they're stomping around. I guess they're going to wear their pink pussycat hats over the inauguration. Okay, do your little marches, wear your little hats. But at the end of the day, we won and we're back. We're back, Kirk. And I'm with you.
Well,
go ahead.
We all won.
We all won. This country won.
We all won.
That's right. They won too. They just don't know it yet.
They don't know it. That's exactly right.
They're
just the ones with the megaphones.
I love your attitude.
And the microphones.
You bet. Kirk, good to hear from you. And I'm with you. Normally I wait a little bit for Christmas. Not this time. Go ahead, Eric, bring it all out. That's right. Every day is Christmas. And we won't be tired of it because we're going to celebrate Christ's birth. And we're going to remember what kind of a Judeo-Christian nation we live in. And there's great news for a woman, a devout Catholic who was a loyal employee for decades of Blue Cross Blue Shield in Michigan, got fired because she wouldn't take the jab. Wait till you hear that happy ending coming up.